What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today, man, I'm going to be bringing you guys a video talking about what you guys need to do right now in my team. There's going to be some stuff that I'm going to show you guys that you guys should really look to invest in for this weekend. Now, two things before we get into this video. One, you guys know I used to do a comment question of a video, and I actually want to bring that back. I completely forgot about it, to be honest with you, and that's just on me, but I do want to start doing that again to start featuring some of you guys in different videos. Now, what I'm going to say for this comment question is I want to know what is your guys' favorite song to listen to right now. If you load up Spotify, you put your AirPods, your headphones in, I want to know what song you guys are clicking on first. But also, a few days ago, I did post a video talking about how to prepare for the 250k tournament. That video did, for some reason, like glitch out or whatever, and it wasn't showing up in people's sub boxes. I had a lot of people telling me they were clicking on the link to the video, and it wasn't even like being able to be played. There was a lot of playback errors or whatever it's called. So the video was just kind of bugging out, so I did decide to take it down. But some of the tips I brought in that video are going to be in this one, as well as some other stuff as well. If this video does help you guys out, do me a favor and kill that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into it. As I did say, this weekend is going to be really important for you guys to make MT. Whether you guys are competing in the 250k tournament or not, this is going to be really good for you guys. The reason why I say this again is that this tournament always ends up doing the same thing. It makes cards jump up in price, and on top of that, it also makes random consumable items jump up in price as well. One of the biggest ones we're going to be talking about here is shoes. Shoes are really good and actually do hold really good amounts of value, and they're cards that you guys definitely want to look to invest in. Now, again, this isn't 100%, but a lot of good cards in this game, obviously, they don't necessarily need them, but people do want that extra boost on their cards because, again, you're playing for a lot of money. So guys like Paul George, guys like Giannis, guys like D-Rob, these cards people are going to want to juice up. Now, one card I don't have on my team yet that I think a lot of people are going to really want to juice up is going to be a guy by the name of Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is a really good card, and honestly, what I love so much, and this is like a good tip that I haven't really brought up to, in videos and everything like that, is if you guys go to a website called 2KDB here, I'm going to show you guys on the screen. 2KDB is a really good website you guys want to access. This isn't sponsored or anything. This is just me telling you guys this is a really good, helpful tip for you guys to make some MT. And in doing that, you guys can see, if you go to this website, it'll show you exactly what shoe a player can wear. So for a guy like Kawhi Leonard, you're going to be wanting to look at New Balance shoes. New Balance shoes are obviously what he can wear. So going to the auction here, I already know that I don't have any. So all you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to go to shoe colorways, not shoes. If you go to shoe cards, they already have the boost and stuff on them, and you're honestly not really going to find anything good. You could potentially find one. Like, this was not the worst, I guess, like 3 speed. I mean, never mind. That one kind of went downhill, but you guys get the point. I would go to shoe colorways. You guys are going to scroll through the brand here. You're going to go to New Balance, and you're going to just find the cheapest diamond shoe you possibly can. And this is going to be good because, again, Friday, this is where you guys are going to be able to flip a good amount of these cards and make a really good investment. So you guys can see these are going for pretty cheap. I'm not going to buy any because I don't want to, be taken away from you guys potentially getting them for this cheap, but I could see this shoe jumping up to as much as maybe like 6, 7, maybe even like 8K MT because, again, people are really going to want to, throw these on their cards and really get that additional boost and stuff like that. Now, obviously, to put, a boost on a shoe and everything like that, you're also going to need the actual shoe boosts, which are going to be really helpful as well. You guys are going to be seeing, the 3-point boost. You guys are going to be seeing some of these other ones actually go back up in price because, again, people are going to want to use these. So if you have a lot of these good ones like ball handle, 3-point shot, speed with ball, those are really good. Stamina is actually one that I feel like people do kind of sleep on a little bit. Lateral quickness might be one that does jump up as well. You guys can see it does hold some pretty good value as well. So there's just different badges you guys definitely want to be paying attention to. I'm going to be showing you guys on Friday, probably in stream. I'm going to sell off all of these. I'm selling every single thing I can on this account and show you guys how much MT could really be made by selling shoe boosts, selling shoes, everything like that. Now, I also want to tell you guys that badges are going to be really important for you guys to look and invest in as well. Gold badges don't really hold all that much value at the moment, and that is why I think this could be a good time for you guys to potentially look to invest in these. Badges are really low right now because the packs that we did see on Friday, obviously, were the New Year's resolution packs, and all these guys are EVOs, except for the 75th ones, but all of them are EVO, and the EVO ones are actually better versions than the 75th ones, so nobody needed to buy badges or anything to look to badge these guys up. But what's going to be really helpful is on Friday, you know, depending on what cards come out, I'm thinking personally that we're either going to be seeing like a Wilt Chamberlain, a Carmelo Anthony, you know, even maybe a Kareem. There's still a good amount of cards we do need, but with these guys, you're going to potentially need some of these badges that may be really cheap at the moment, right? So let's just look at bronze badges and try to think, you know, what badge could Carmelo Anthony possibly need? Maybe Stop and Pop is a badge that Melo does not end up having. And looking at this, it is actually pretty cheap at the moment, right? So you could scoop some of these up for 500 MT, right? It's looking like the lowest, yeah, 500 MT. You could probably scoop some of those up, and that'll actually really help you guys out in the future when even, you know, badges like Bullet Passer, right? So say it is a Wilt. If Wilt does not come with Bullet Passer, this bronze Bullet Passer is probably going to jump up by at least 1,000 or 1,500, depending on how many you scoop up is how much you can make. And this is just the bronze one. You guys have to remember that you're also going to need some of these silver badges to really help badge cards up. Again, same thing with Melo. If Melo does not come with a badge like Interceptor does go for a good amount already, but just imagine if that Melo does not have Interceptor, or whoever comes out doesn't have Interceptor, the price of these are just going to go up. Same thing with Intimidator. Intimidator is still a really good badge that you guys want to be looking into, but even if you guys can look to snipe some of these for cheap maybe or anything like that, this could be something that you guys want to look to invest in, because Intimidator is a really important badge. Going back to the level 39 badge pack, sorry, I don't know why my back just itches like crazy right now. But going back to the level 39 pack, Intimidator is the badge that I really tried to push on you guys, because I think that is going to be a really solid badge. Even a badge like Ankle Braces is pretty underrated in my opinion. No, I don't think this one's going to just jump up in price magically, but honestly, there's not even that many up, so it's like you could probably look to flip some of these or whatever, you know, buy them for 600, like buy all the ones for 600, 800, whatever, and try to put them back up for 1,500. And I really wouldn't be surprised if you could make some MT off of that. Even right now, you probably could be able to. But there definitely is a lot of badges I think people are going to be sleeping on. Glue Hands is another badge that I think goes for a relatively cheap, that I think could potentially jump up in price. You guys can see it improves the ability to catch difficult passes and quickly put the ball on the floor. That is an important badge that I think people do like to use. Brick Wall, you guys obviously saw this badge. Again, not the gold one. Golds don't really jump up in price. It's mainly silvers and bronzes. But Brick Wall is another badge that I think you should definitely look to invest in. There's a lot of them, I think, that are going to be really solid. And again, you don't know what's coming out Friday. I mean, we did just get Wade and Shaq, so I don't think it'll necessarily be another guard, but I could definitely see Wilt, you know, dropping in packs, or maybe a Kareem. But what I will say, though, right now, you guys have a really good opportunity to make some MT before this upcoming week, right? Or before this upcoming weekend, excuse me. EVO cards are really good in really underrated ways to make MT. I know you guys probably already know this, but EVOs are actually pretty solid. Like, it's crazy how much people are actually still sleeping on the idea of actually EVOing up cards. All you have to do is just figure out the difference between the EVOs. And the easiest way to do that is obviously if they are different tier colors. Now, I will say this, right? One thing that I think, you know, a lot of people do kind of sleep on a little bit is, you know, because they say, oh, well, I'm not evoing a card just to make a little bit of MT. If you're playing the game, you're most likely going to be able to, you know, just get these stats naturally or whatever, if you're doing XP, if you're doing whatever, right? So I'm going to just take a guy like Buddy Hield as an example, right? I know Buddy Hield is going to be one of the more expensive ones, obviously due to his Evo kind of being a pain. But just taking a look, you know, Buddy Hield is going for what, around 7K MT right now? Maybe even lower. We're going to just keep looking and keep going down and seeing how cheap he is. So this one you can pick up for 620 or 6,250, right? That's actually pretty cheap. That might even actually be somewhat of a snipe. I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing too crazy. So just taking a look at this, right? Barely, you know, 6,000 MT, okay? Let's just take a look, right? So even if this card goes for maybe 15K or whatever, that's still a 9K profit you're going to make, right? So going back up with Buddy Hield, you guys are going to see here that, okay, so he is going for under 20K. So 6K MT. You pick him up for 6K. You will be able to sell him for around 17K most likely, right? So 6K to 17K, that is 11,000 MT you're going to be making on profit. And again, this is just Buddy Hield. There is tons of other cards you guys can look into. Now, these ones you might not make that much of a profit because honestly, let's be honest, getting steals is kind of a pain, right? So let's just take a look at Scotty Barnes here. This one I can tell you right out the gate is not going to be that much of a profit margin. However, you guys could still look to snipe some of these cards. So Scotty Barnes, his Amethyst is going for probably around 4K. You guys saw that was the lowest one. It might even be cheaper, actually. So this Diamond one. Now, Scotty Barnes, all you have to do is hit threes with. So Scotty Barnes is going for around 10 or probably like 9K. So you could buy Scotty Barnes for 4K and flip him for 9K consistently. That's going to give you guys a good amount of MT. I mean, literally, you have to hit what, 25 threes, I believe, with Scotty Barnes. So I do have, all right, so 25 threes with Scotty Barnes. That is 4 triple threat offline games, right? That is literally 4 triple threat offline games. That is super easy to go ahead and do. Like, literally, all you have to do, consistently agreeing with him, you'll get your shots down, and you're going to be able to make 5 or 6K, maybe even 7K, depending on the prices. Even if you can snipe one for lower, you might be able to make 6, 7K every single time you evo up one of these guys, and that's going to help you make a ton of MT. Somebody in my chat this morning was telling me they were just grinding evos while they were going through triple threat offline and doing some of the skills challenges, and they were able to make like 50 or 60K in a couple hours, which I know may not seem like a lot, but that's just from the evos. That had nothing to do with the fact that they were also getting MT from the games and stuff like that. It was only from the evos. So 2 hours of you making 60, 70K maybe really doesn't seem all that bad. Takes a little bit, but that's really some good ways to make MT in this game. Now, the only other thing I'm going to say, and as I've talked about this in the past as well, these badge packs are really underrated in my opinion. Like, if you do have a lot of tokens that you're just kind of chilling with and you're like, I don't really care, I'm going to just, you know, go through and burn these all or whatever. I mean, you could actually make and actually get some good badges out of these, and I do actually recommend doing this. I mean, I talked about this again in plenty of other videos. These are really good to just build up on some of these badges, because you could potentially get badges like Sniper, badges like Deadeye, Interceptor, and stuff like that, and at this point, you're just trading tokens for badges. I mean, really not that bad. You're trading tokens for MT is what I meant to say, not badges, but still, it's something you guys definitely want to pay attention to. Fast Twitch is actually a really solid one, and again, you don't know what badges are going to hold value, like, you know, or you guys don't know what badges are going to hold value come Friday, so you never know, man. I mean, we got a pickpocket one right there, not too bad as well. I'm going to literally just keep going here just to see what we can get. Lucky 7, again, another good badge right there. This is probably going to be my final one. But Fast Twitch, Lucky 7, Pickpocket, all really solid badges that can hold value. We get Green Machine. Again, like I'm telling you, these badge packs are pretty underrated. Stay away from this Alter Ego pack. That is like literally like one of the worst things you could do. But silver badges, man, make sure you guys definitely get prepared for this weekend to make a ton of MT with silver badges, with shoe boosts, with the actual shoes themselves. Just be ready. If I did forget anything, be sure to drop them down below. I mean, always invest in players as well. You know, there is different players that are going to jump up in value as well. That is always a good tip, but I feel like you guys already know that. I mean, expect Kawhi to jump up in price, Giannis to jump up in price. There's definitely going to be a few of these guys that definitely jump up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. And yeah, peace.